Hey Lola. Hi Anna. Hi Rich. Hi Frankie. Man must be enjoying his birthday today. Right, let's take a look at. Okay, so look, first thing is all levels that we highlighted this morning have been broken on the Nasdaq. The DAX is again very, very similar. So look, let's clear everything off here. Clear everything off here. And gold. Uh, this is what I'm going to look for. Let me just change that to oh 05 for a minute. I'm going to adjust. I'm just changing it for that for now. What should we start with? What do you want to start with? Should we abso flipping lutely? That's what I like to hear, Frankie. That's what I like to hear. Hey, Shias. Right, what we're going to start with? Do you want to start with gold? Do you want to start with Nasdaq, or do you want to start with the DAX? Let me know. Anyone got any preference? If not, I'll just take it. I'll start with gold. Ah, there we go, Rich. All right, we'll start with gold. Hey, Terry. All right, let's see what's going on the weekly. Okay, so higher time frame weekly. We are in an uptrend. Last week's bearish out. I'm sure it's outside, but let me check. The high 54.95, 56. Yeah, so we look. Last week's candle is a bearish engulfing or bearish outside candle, would signify that if we break the low of last week's candle, we are in a correction pit phase and we should start to move lower. However, the low has remained intact. It did move lower first and buyers have come back in. We've pushed price up, but we haven't tested resistance yet. So, hey, Brad, how you doing, bud? So looking at the weekly, this candle's still live, so we can't really decide anything based on that candle. So going to the daily. Now the daily, again, this candle's still live, but if it closes anything like this, then what we could find is we're creating a resistance to then potentially, it might push up first before it then breaks lower. So this could be the lower high, and as we look, structure has changed a little bit, but it doesn't mean that it can't create a higher low and then continue to push higher. So daily resistance is up here at 29.18. Daily support is down here at 28.57. Now, those two levels I'm not really going to read into too much because they're not going to affect my trading decision today. However, if we were to break 28.34, I'd be selling that because that would be the break of last week's low and I would expect continued downside. So looking at the 4 hour, we can see the 4 hour structure is looking pretty tasty, even for the downside as well. Strong momentum candle. We are pulling back up, but we are in this little sort of range that has been formed somewhere, and you can see support was here, came down, kind of tested the level, came back up, tested the same structure again, and it's come back down straight into the same zone. So let's, if you just map this little zone out here, you can see price has gravitated towards it, and we've tested it several times. So this could be a nice place for buyers to come back in, push us back to the top of the range and maybe outside. But again, if we were going to trade it in this range area back up, I'd be taking everything off here and then waiting for the next decision process to unfold, if that makes sense, guys. So we're not just going to trade because we're seeing buyers here. We want to see if we've got clear candle space. We want to see if we get a wick down. We want to see if we break structure on a lower time frame. So we're going to apply all the same principles as we do on a daily basis to every system. So what happens? Let's have a look. Now, let's say we didn't have news today at 1:30, then this was a buy above this high here. But the news obviously came in, we spiked as above this, and we've come back down and we're testing what was resistance area again. So if there was no news, we were a buyer above this area. Why? Because short-term resistance being formed, the market came down. respected the previous candle's low, and then breaks the high with a good 124 points to the upside. So that would have been a buy. So because that didn't materialize, what we have to wait for now is a close above this range. Let's have a look on the lower time frame. We can see lower time frame formed resistance here. We tested it through that 30-minute candle. We've got 6 minutes left of this candle. So can we close above here in the next 6 minutes? If not, then guess what? We've got to wait for another candle. So this is where patience pays, guys. Don't be the person getting trapped on the wrong side of the market. Wait for the market to give us the clues. And especially when you've got clear candle space like we do here. Look at that, nice clear candles there to trade into. So just wait for the market to close above, wick down, buy the highs, loads of pips up for grabs. Everyone happy with that? Yeah, cool. Okay. Short side. Okay, in here, there's no shorts I'm interested in unless we get below this area. So I'd need a close below here, and then we can look for shorts. Okay, so sells below, yeah, we'll call it 28.94. So wait for a close below there, we can trade. Wait for a close above here, we can trade. This area, okay, no trade zone. We do nothing in that area between here and here. Yep. So what we can do is let's go to the alerts, get rid of these. And let's reissue some new alerts. All right, I just put it a bit above him. And then we're going to edit it. Gold breakout long. Wait for wick down. Okay. Add alert. Gold breakout short. Wait for wick up. Difficult this, isn't it, guys? So difficult. What's the hardest thing we need to do? What's the hardest thing we need to do? What do you think the hardest thing about trading is? Mm, okay. You're kind of right. So, give me another term for weight or sitting on your hands. Yeah, you're all right, but just that's the art of what? What would you say is the art of? What skill set is it? Being able to sit there on your hands, watching the market move, watching it going up and down, but yet not being tempted. You guys. Thank you, Anna. Discipline. Discipline. Controlling one's emotions and actions. If you can control your emotions, if you can control your actions, then guess what? The process and being able to understand which system is what and when to apply it is not the difficult thing. The difficult thing is controlling your habits. Horizontal Nigel. Yeah, well, definitely somewhere in that. Uh, sorry, guys, 1 second. Right. Um. Okay. So anyone for cake? Love a bit of cake, but I'm gonna have to skip on the cake though, Frankie. Getting my Trying to get myself back into a little bit of shape. Just made it to the gym again today. 3 days on the bounce, and I am feeling rather spectacular for it, which makes a change. Future Frankies. Let's look. I tell you what, rather than cake, I'd rather have some pips on the board. But if there's no setups, I'll take cake, Frankie. I'll take cake. Just chuck it in DPD for me, mate. Should get here by about 9 o'clock tonight. Go down with a drop of whiskey. Okay, we are pushing slightly. So we've got gold set up. Exits for gold somewhere here. So look, this would be what I'd say is gold hit target. Uh, okay, so we'll see how this fares now. Right, let's go to. We've done the alerts on gold. We've got to wait. See what the 15 looks like. So if you want to trade the 15, you're going to have to, in terms of the 15 chart, we've got to wait for it to get above here. So not just above, close above. Okay, so look, if you're going to change the time frames and keep dropping down, you're going to have to change the levels that you're looking at based on the time frame that you're focusing on. Does that make sense? Because the structure that you see on the H1 or the M30 is going to be different to that you see on the M15 or the H4. So always, if you're going to trade the M15, just check that the structure, sometimes they're aligned. Sometimes the M15 structure will be the same as that on the 30 and the H1, but sometimes it's different. As you'll see here, the 15 was slightly higher. So if you're going to trade the 15, you've got to wait for the 15 to close above, which means it's doing something that it hasn't done before. Okay, so always wait for the market to do something that it hasn't done, meaning it's changed structure. Oh, God. I'm sore. Right. Okay. So gold. Let's just change the alert a little bit. Edit. Let's move that over there. We're saying 2908.5. That will do. Oh, damn it, wrong one. How's that hit tag? 29. This needs to be 2920. Don't know how that's. So gold crossing. What's this one? Gold hit target. I don't know what's happened. Oh, I've completely screwed this up. So it's this one. Gold. Uh, close above 2908. 2908. Wick down. M15. Okay, so this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a close above here on the M15, then a wick down if you're going to trade the 15. If you're going to trade the 30, then we can wait for a close somewhere, anywhere above 29.05. So personal preference, guys. You choose whichever time frame you want to trade, and you look at it based on your risk management, your tolerance, how you see the wicks, etc. So we're going to have to wait a little bit on this one. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq. Let's go to the weekly. Okay, last weekly support is here. This is where the market came into. We can see that price pretty much tapped that support, and it has dropped in a straight line 2,200 points. So some nice pips up for grabs over that period. Now looking at the daily chart, I'm not such a fan of these two candles here, in the basis that is kind of counterintuitive to what's been happening. So this move lower could just be liquidity grab like we've seen here, but this one didn't break the high. So what we saw was this one's come down, tapped the support. This one stayed below the previous candle's high. It came down, but then finished strong. This one is doing something very similar to what this candle did. So don't, just because it's a big black candle right now, don't think, oh, okay, well, this candle's going to kind of continue lower. It could just come down, respect these candles' lows, and then reverse and break the highs. So let's drop down and see what's happening on the lower time frame. Lower time frame, nice strong zone to be a buyer above here at 20,000. 20,580. And then we've got again another clear zone all the way up to 21,000. So that's a good 400 and bloody hell, 38 points we've got of potential reward on the go should we get above 20,588. Support level here, you can see the last support was in at 20,000, 20,320, I think. 20,285. So now what we need to see is price going to bounce, and we can see buyers come in here and this will be respected all the way down and trade it back up into the range. We'll have to wait and see. Let's have a look at the hourly. Uh, I just got an alert there that gold is pushing up a little bit. So have we, what's that, guys? Okay. Okay, one sec. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we are breaking through that area. So let's see if we can get a potential setup here. We'll come back to it in a second. Right, because we've got to wait 22 minutes. So let's drop at the hourly. Okay, hourly. Previous support, come down. We've seen buyers come back in. Now, downside to this one is we have It is an inside candle. So if it closes or we get above this one, then we're going to have an uprange candle. So that's gonna add precedent to this candle. Then we can wait for a week down and then we can trade. So right now, based on what we're seeing, this is looking nice for a potential long trade. We're looking at the range. So we can trade from the bottom of the range to the top of the range. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Let's have a look at the 30. Okay, the 30 is just getting a little bit more congested. So what I'd say here, looking at the 30 is I'd happily sit on the sidelines just for a little bit longer and set an alert for buys to come in as we get above 20,400. Now, for those of you that don't remember that when we were looking at, I think, I think it was here. It was this move, somewhere through here when it spiked low. I was saying watch the 5 minute because the 5 minute can give you some clues in terms of changes structure, especially with the indexes when you're looking at these solid moves, especially when it's dropped so far. So let's just see if we can see any change in structure or clue. So if we look at this, we can say, right, we've got a low, a lower high, same low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So the trend is still going down. What do we notice here? Any difference here? Anything happening in this little section? In Frankie's gold flip, what are you guys doing? What, where's the flip here, guys? We've just gone through this. This is a no trade zone. This is a no trade zone. There's nothing here. Oh my days, Frankie's don't share cake like that with me now. Bloody hell. Well, you've had your slice, Frankie. I'll take the rest. Right, I've got to change the chat now. Got rid of that. There's no flip here. Absolutely no flip whatsoever. The only flip that's happening here is you're sending me flipping crazy. No flips is, you got to wait, guys. You have to wait. The whole point of us going through the chart and mapping out that analysis was just so we could do exactly what we've just seen there. Okay? There's a potential trade here, but yeah, if you get a wick down, 90 pips to the high. Um, who would look at this one long on the break of the high if we get a close above here? I think we might have to wait a minute or two, guys. See, this is why you wait for the close, because anything can happen. So, for those of you that don't know, guys, we have just done, we did a poll yesterday. Have we got any new people? Have we got any new people watching today, or is it just members? Have we got any new people in today, or is it just? I've just realised. You know what? I think I've done a stream, and you lot. Let me check the comments. You didn't even bloody do the comments. We're way light, and I never even checked. You lot taking advantage of my generosity. You said you were going to do 10 or more, and we didn't. So look, right, what we're going to do? We've got a session. We've got it all mapped out. We know what we're doing. DAX. Uh, okay, so look, we've got structure. It's just a little bit wiki. The 30 could work. So we get a close above here on the 30. We've got to wait 15 minutes. Then let's 332. Yeah, you got 110 points from here. So uh, the 15-minute on gold is setting up if you want to take above the highs. Um, so you could look for longs above this high now. Wait for a wick down, or what you do is you wait for the 30 and you may get a flip. So if the 30 closes bullish like this, you nice big wick, next candle wicks down, you might get a flip. So question is, are you going for the long above the 15-minute high, or are you going to wait for a 30-minute flip? What's your poison, guys? Are you are you looking for a flip, or are you looking for the 15-minute high? I took a flip on the M15 candle. God, Anna. I'm glad you've hit TP, but it's a bit aggressive. I mean, this is literally s- spread. Yeah, you guys, you do take these flips a little bit. Is I'm looking at this, and this is it. You've got 0905. It's 2 pips, so it's not even this. It's not even some brokers that won't even be the spread. So literally, as soon as the candle opens, you're gonna get a wick because that's the spread. Would Leon have taken it? Leon would have bought it the second it closed, no doubt. You've got to be so careful with these flips, guys. And look, the only thing this isn't even a strong trend, right? All you've had is gold selling off all day, and it's just starting to push out of a little section. Leonard take any flip where it's a bullish or a bearish candle with a big wick, and the next candle just has a tiny little bit of a drop. So you have to be careful because look, it's great when it works, but when it doesn't work, you just can get caught into all sorts of trades. Okay, so just be very, very careful. You guys literally will flip. You'd flip a raw egg, you lot. Right, let's go back to what we were doing. So gold hasn't set up for me yet. I need to wait 11 minutes. Nasdaq, we're gonna wait for it to break 20,395. DAX, there's options here at 230 if this breaks. Um, if this stays like this, we have room on the DAX. I think my preference. What do you think my preference will be, guys? Let's see. Let's do a poll. Comments. What? Oh, on the you have to go to the videos. You have to go to the videos on YouTube. Um, Gold, Nas, and Dex. So there you go. So you actually have to go into the YouTube channel, then you have to in fact, let me show you. View channel while we're waiting for something to happen. So as you come over to the channel, oops, you will see live. When you come over to live, then you scroll down, click on the one you want, come down, click on more, and you can see all the comments and add comment. So uh, look at this. We've got a few that got Jody Shears and Future Frankie that were kind enough to make a comment this morning. So there we go. That's right. So let me know what you think my preferred chart is to trade. Right, remember none of them I'm going to be interested in until at least 2:30. Everyone, literally, you lot all going with gold. Well, not all of you. 62%, 12% Nasdaq, 25% the DAX. Well, as I was writing the poll, I preferred one chart. As the poll is progressing, I now prefer another chart. So I was preferring the DAX. I was preferring this. Okay, so stop trying on me. So I was preferring the DAX, but as you can see, we still got 7 minutes left, and we're back underneath the zone. Whereas gold, we are seeing it push out of the range. We've seen a 15-minute close above. I haven't seen a wick down yet. So if we got a wick down, we could buy the high. Okay, so I'm gonna place gold now. So gold is I've just literally placed that. So look, I'll show you the screen in a second. Just adding them. Where's the TV? TV. It's this one, I believe. There we go. So I'm just going to pop this underneath the resistance level that we've broken up. Now, uh, one click trading. Now, this is where um, if you wanted to be a little bit aggressive, you could put in a small lot size in here. So, for example, let's say this would be what I call dynamic risk. So you go in, you can do one lot at this price. Why? Because it's come back down, it's created the wick down. So we're saying that, or I'm saying that, look, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put in one lot here. I'm going to pull my stop loss underneath here, and I'm going to put my TP up here. So this is just a small risk because it's come back down, tap the level. So dynamic risk. Now what I'll do is, if we can get back up to the original highs, we've got 44 pips. So based on original risk, all I'll do is I'll close half off and I'll move stops to break even. So if we can get to like 100, 150, right, so there we go. Right, we've taken half off, stops to break even. There we go. Nice little trade there, guys. Anyone get that? So now what we're doing, if this can get all the way up to the top, we've de-risked our original lovely jubbly. Anyone jump on? Anyone take that with me? So basically what we did is we just took a lower risk trade as it came back down to here on the basis that we envisaged that the market was coming down to create a bottom wick before it goes on to break the highs. Now look, you're 20 pips up, whatever, you can close another half if you want. It's the world is our oyster. Did that make sense, guys? So at 25, I'll take another half off because it is lower risk. So not exactly making bundles with this, but it's profit at the end of the day. So there we go. That's another half off. You like that? Now, guys, I don't want you to be doing that with every trade, okay? We just seen a nice close above. We got 40 pips to work within. So if we are going to create that bottom wick, it's a nice low risk trade to bank some extra pips. And in theory, if you want, you could literally exit the whole trade. If you wanted, you could exit the whole trade as it got here, and you near enough make or get back. Yeah, Frankie, every other trade for you, mate. That's fine. You basically get rid of, I don't know, let's say, uh, you might eliminate 30 to 40% of your trade's risk up here, which is a nice way to start the trade, right? Basically means instead of getting 10 pips, you banking like 13, 14 pips should you go and get your 10 pip target. Oh, nice little trade. I definitely want it to be Frankie's birthday every day of the week. We have just been raining pips today, guys. If you're in for, if we've got any new joiners to the stream this morning in the members live stream, we did 80 pips on DAX. Just done 20 pips here at a low risk trade as we tapped um, this old structure point as we're looking for the market to create a bottom wick before we then go on and break the highs. If we break the highs, then we're in a second trade, but that'll be a full risk trade. We've got 1 minute for the market open, NYSE. Are we going to get lift off or is it going to sink? Now remember, the stop loss is slightly above our entry price, so we can't lose anything. We're only making money on this trade. But if we break the highs, let me just realize better put. Oh. So what I will do is, if we get, I tell you what, let's just bring that down there because I don't want two trades running at the same time because it always gets a little bit confusion, especially when you're using magic keys. You close half and it closes half of both trades, so it does get a little bit annoying. Lift off. Okay, I see 30 pips. I'm going to close it all. Anyone else got birthdays coming up? See if you're as lucky as old Frankie boy. There we go. We close that one down for. Right. Let's while we're waiting for that to do whatever, let's go and have a look at what's going on with the Nasdaq. Oh, Nasdaq sinking. Why didn't my alert go off? Ha! Great alert, eh? Bollocks. Well, easy. I was too busy watching gold. Nice. No, it was right. Guys, watch out. Gold's about to trigger. Uh, oh, where did TP go? Don't know why it keeps doing that. Have I got clipped on the bloody spread again? Looks like it, but never mind. It is what it is. Alright, let's see if Frankie can have lift off again. Here we go. Happy birthday, Frankie. We're coming. 70% rule, guys. Or I'm going to use 70% rule because it is against the sort of predominant trend of the day. So the market has what we were $8.50 down on the day. So we need it to rally about $1.50, $1.5 now just to get us so we can get to break even. Less than $1 now. Come on, Frankie. Let's get them birthday wishes. This is where we want everyone at home singing happy birthday. Rich is in. these stop losses to entry at 7 pips. Here we go. See some blue numbers, please. Blue numbers, Bill Withers, and happy birthday. What more can we ask for? Ask for. Anna's in. Okay, well there we go, and that's it. TP done. There you go. As soon as Anna's in, we hit profit. Literally, she's like the magician. As soon as Anna says she's in, we hit TP. Right. Well, still in it, but we didn't get to T2. It was close, but not quite. Oh, jumpy. We get over literally jumping all over the place. Look at that. It's going from 5 pips to 15 pips to 5 pips. If I see 15 pips again, I'm going to take another half out just because it's very, very jumpy. Bloody hell. Doesn't look like it's going to get to 15. And there we go. We are done for... Alright, we got... That was the 30-minute. Well, guys, I think that's it. So, you know what we need, guys? I need some bloody comments in the chat. How many trades did you take? How many pips did you bank? What was the score on the doors? How good has your day been today? You can mention about the 80 pips banked in the morning session. I want it laid on thick today because we've absolutely smashed it today. Yeah, absolutely smashed it. Holy shit, Anna, 3.6%. What was it still doing open when you were 2% up? All right, guys, I need some, I need some likes and I need some comments. Nigel, 2.3%. All right, guys, this is what we need. I want these YouTube comments underneath the video once it's up and done. Frankie, so come on then, give us your percentage on the funded account. So you see how everyone's doing 3.6%, 2.3%. Let me guess, Frankie's going to go, I'm 42.5% to target. Rich, 2.41%. See, everyone speaks in a certain lingo, and then there's Frankie. 45% to target. Sorry, Frankie, I'm giving you a bit of stick on your birthday. But well done, team. Absolutely smashing it. Absolutely smashing it. So happy. Great to see the stats coming through. And uh, Lola, 2.1%. Fantastic. Fantastic. Peter Cole, 1.9%. You guys. 5.9% from Monday. She has 2.5%. Listen, guys, you need to be sharing this with all your mates, all right? Because we're killing it here. We're absolutely killing it. I want to see a whole load of new referrals coming in, guys. This Don't be selfish. The markets are so big, we're not going to affect the way they move. So, guys, really, really well done. And anyone that sends in any referrals, I'll give you cash back as well. There'll be 10% cash back to anyone that sends in referrals. So just remember where you all started. No one knew anything about trading until we started. So another 0.6% on this morning. Well done, Frankie. So when people say to you, "Oh, what's trading?" They don't know what it's about. They know nothing about it. Just say, "Well, neither did you." Everyone only knows what they know. And in order to know anything else, you have to put yourself in a place that's going to help you. It's also going to be a little bit uncomfortable as well. It's like learning a new language. You're probably going to be a little bit embarrassed about asking questions and things like that. But this is this is time now to start sharing the love, guys. You've got to start bringing family and friends in on this. It's no fun making money on your own. Have you seen how much fun and enjoyment you're all having as a community while you're making good returns? Imagine this as well now, adding a few more people to the community. Well done, guys. Really, really well done. I'm so proud of you all for being disciplined. Um, Keep up the good work. I'll see you. What day is it tomorrow? I'm so lost with the days. It's Friday, right? I'm. If we hit 20 comments today, I'll do a London session and a US session tomorrow on YouTube. So I want 20 comments and so one or two referrals. I want new people messaging me to say, "How do I start trading?" Hey, well done, Anna. Okay, so listen, someone contacts me today about wanting to start how to trade. I'll do uh, I'll do two live streams tomorrow. Exactly. Right. On that note, guys, have an amazing evening. Frankie, enjoy your birthday, mate. Close the screen now. I think you've stolen pips from everyone in the marketplace today. Thanks, Nigel. Thanks, Frankie. Thanks, Anna. Super work. Well done. Peter Cole, Lola, Rich, you're all smashing it. Um, Keep up the good work, guys. So happy for you all. Bye, 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 bye. Can I do five of the 20? I don't care. Just keep commenting and sharing, please, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks.